Today is your last day to get your 5 stocks from Webull and your $50 from M1 Finance, so check out those links down below. Get your free money, and let's get right into the video. So today we're going to break down 3 oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now in the stock market as we're wrapping up 2021 today, and we're heading into 2022. And before we even talk about these 3 stocks, let's take a look at how the markets are doing today, December 31st, in 2021. So it's currently 2 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have the Russell barely up. It's up 0.1%. We have the NASDAQ down 0.3%. We have the Dow up 0.16%, as the S&P is pretty much at break even as of now. And what we're noticing is, even though SPY hit an all-time high yesterday at 479, we're starting to retrace down to these moving averages on the 4-hour chart, which we have been talking about here on my YouTube channel and on Patreon, which, by the way, if you guys want to join the Patreon, sign up tonight, or actually you might as well just wait till tomorrow, January 1st, so you don't get double charged. Sign up, check it out. It's linked down below in the description box. So SPY, again, is selling off right now towards the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. And when it comes to triple Q, let's pop that up. This one's selling off under 400, which we talked about. That, 400 level is a very big, well, it was a big level of support. Now we're selling down to the moving averages, so we're probably going to see some support, maybe a relief rally, even as we're now getting more towards the oversold side. The closer we get to 395, 396, that is where I do believe we will see some sort of relief rally. So I'm personally super excited, guys, for this new year. Pretty much every year I have that attitude where I'm excited. I want, the new year to come along and have a great new year. And by the way, thanks for everybody out there for tuning into these videos, supporting me, using the links down below in 2021. You guys are awesome. Without you, this stuff wouldn't be possible. The YouTube channel wouldn't be possible. So understand, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a great 2021 and an even better 2022. And with that being said, let's now talk about some stocks that I'm looking at early 2022 that are pretty oversold. And some of them are starting to reverse. Other ones aren't quite yet there, but we're still watching them. So number one is Disney. And before we talk about this 4-hour chart, take a look at the 3-year chart on Disney. What we're noticing is, over the past roughly month and a half, Disney's been consolidating above the 180 moving average on this 3-year chart, which you guys can clearly see. Other than that COVID crash that we got back in March 2020, where we got all the way down to $79, other than that, Disney has been riding this main moving average. And again, the past couple of weeks, if you guys look on, let's say, this 4-hour chart, and I zoom in a bit, we've been, holding 140, 145, which is that moving average support we just looked at on the 3-year chart. And now we're starting to gain some momentum. We're seeing a breakout of the moving averages. We just recently took out the highs from the beginning of December. You guys can see that here on the 4-hour chart. And this is not necessarily a double bottom. Maybe you could say it is. I don't know. But 142, 143 is where we double bottomed at. Now we're breaking out again above the moving averages, like I said. And in the very short term, I believe Disney stock has momentum to about 165 to 170. If you guys take a look here on this time frame, 168 to be exact was support back in the middle of May 2021, all throughout, no joke, guys, the middle of November. So for half a year straight, Disney was trading between 168 as support and about 188 as resistance. And the second we broke 168 as support, that was about a month and a half ago, this thing collapsed about 15%, which is a pretty big chunk for a blue chip stock like Disney. And I do believe it is going to recover in 2022. Full disclosure, I'm long Disney. I've owned this stock for a while, and I don't plan on selling it. And again, in the short term, I do think we're going to rally from, let's say, 155 to about 168, which gives it about 8% upside. And if we break 168, we're going to be right in that horizontal channel that we were trading in for half of a year this year. And then we could start moving up towards 175, 180, maybe even higher. So Disney is definitely one I'm watching. They have a lot of obviously great segments within the overall business, and of course the COVID is going to have effect on this business with the parks, the cruises, but overall we're looking at Disney Plus as well and the other segments to see how it performs. And hopefully if COVID dies down in 22, which I believe there's a possibility it will later on in the year. Of course, right now when I'm filming this, the cases are pretty high, but if it starts dying down, I think Disney will recover. So even if it doesn't die down, or even if it doesn't completely go away, I still think it's going to recover. So Disney, I like it. It's starting to make a move to the upside, which is great. Voyager is another one. This is more risky. This is an over-the-counter stock, also known as an OTC stock. It's a cryptocurrency-oriented stock. And, of course, if crypto does have a great year in 22, which a lot of people are preaching it will, and a lot of people were also preaching it was going to get to $100,000, Bitcoin that is, this year, which it didn't. But it might do it in 22. Who the heck knows? And if we do see a huge crypto year in the next year coming up here, I think Voyager is going to do very well. This is, again, an OTC cryptocurrency-oriented stock. It's a brokerage, crypto exchange. That it's going to be interesting to see how this ends up playing out. Coinbase is another one that I like, and if I were to put money into Coinbase or Voyager, I don't know. I honestly, I might put money in both, but I might be more inclined to put money into Coinbase, but that's just me because Voyager is a little bit more speculative. But if you are a bigger risk taker, depending on your risk tolerance, of course, Voyager could be the one for you in 22. Now we're trading towards the bottom of the wedge. I could pull it up on the 3-year chart. You guys can see that. We're towards the bottom of the wedge here, and it's crazy. This stock was 9 cents back in March 2020. That is ridiculous, because you imagine if you bought it at 9 cents and sold it at 15, 20, 30 bucks, you'd be on a yacht right now. Let's just put it that way. You'd be rich. You'd be on a yacht, even if you put $1,000 at 9 cents and it went all the way to $30 a share. That I don't even know that return. We're talking hundreds of X's at that point, which is crazy. So yeah, Voyager, it's pretty beaten down. It's down about 50% over the past couple of months, and just in the past 1 or 2 months, it is down 40%. So watch it, guys. Watch Voyager. This is one that I did own a couple of months ago, or weeks ago rather. You guys in my Patreon know that. I sold it, made some money, and I've been waiting for the re-entry, and today it's down 6%. If it goes down a bit more heading into 22, this is going to be one that I'm going to be buying the dip on for sure, buying back my shares that I originally owned, I believe, at $14.70. I sold them at $17, and now we're sitting at $12.50. So we'll see how that plays out. Voyager, ticker symbol VYGVF. Now the last one for today is Nordstrom, ticker symbol JWN. This is one that was gaining steam into their earnings report a couple of weeks ago, and then they reported earnings, and now we have the rise in the Omicron. You know what's going on with that, and the earnings plus Omicron caused the stock to crash. Well, it's really just the earnings, and now Omicron, in my opinion, is keeping a cap on the stock or a lid on the stock. So if we see those cases drop heading into 22, maybe heading into the summer in a couple months from now, who the heck knows? I think JWN is going to bounce back in a major way. I mean, this stock is down about 50%. 47 to be exact, from the high back in the middle of May, and it's just way too beaten down. I'm noticing an inverse head and shoulders on this 4-hour chart. You guys can see that left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We're now trading above the 50 SMA, but we're under the 180 SMA, which sure, we could maybe make a move from $23 up to about 25, which is right by the 180 SMA, but I would love to see it break out of 25, 26, and then we have a lot of, two main gaps to the upside that could end up filling. So let's say, for example, we break 26. This is probably going to go to $30 in the short term, which was resistance end of September into October, early November. And if we break $30, there's a wide open gap to about $35, $36, which was that peak right before this stock or company reported earnings, their most recent earnings report, where the stock cratered after that. I mean, look, it went from $36 down to about 19, which is nuts. That was a 45% drop. I think Nordstrom was down, no joke, 20-30% in one day, if I remember correctly. It was this day right here. Look at that red candle, guys. This thing got destroyed, and it looks like it's found a bottom in the short term, and it's reversing, which is why I'm watching it. So that's it for today. I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and do not forget to get your 5 stocks from Webull. All you have to do is use my link, deposit any amount of money. We each get 5 stocks, and that runs out today, so get on it. And you guys can get $50 from M1 Finance. Use my link, deposit $100 or what is it? Yeah, $100, and we each get $50 from M1 Finance. That also expires today. And feel free to check out my Patreon if you guys want all my buys, sells, call outs, morning update videos, plus more. All that's on Patreon, link down below, or you guys can go to StockSurfest.com/Patreon. That's StockSurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I'll catch you guys later on. And, yeah, keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there. Have a safe night tonight. Peace out, guys.